Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back. I'm sorry that the tutorials for February are a little bit late, but I thought today we could just go ahead and get started with some of my favorite products. And actually it's mostly going to be things that I've been like putting together to do a project pan for. So let's just go ahead and jump on in. I might be a little bit chatty as well. It's been like a week since I last filmed, something like that. I'm gonna start off with the and I dropped it. I'm starting off with the Denona Prism FX Hydrating Lotion, but yeah, it's been an eventful week. I actually went on a spontaneous trip to Asheville, North Carolina this past weekend. That's actually where I have a little brewery company shirt on right now, some merch, because I'm such a sucker for that. But it was a really fun trip, but I'm definitely so tired still because I did everything I possibly could do in like 2.5 days. Okay, for foundation today, I think I'm gonna go into the NYX Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil in the shade Pale Light. Just gonna go ahead and throw that on. I'm breaking out, and it's definitely my own fault because I forgot to bring like cleanser with me in my travel little hygiene bag, and I ended up using like a hotel soap bar to wash my face because I thought it was better than nothing, but my pores are definitely clogged. So anyways, I'm just gonna take the Real Technique sculpting brush and just blend that in. I figured I'd do something more light coverage all over and then go in with a full coverage concealer. So I think I'm gonna go into the Pat McGrath concealer in the shade L1 today, which is super full coverage. So just gonna use a little bit underneath my eyes, a little bit on my nose, which is very red. I might go in with just a touch of the Rare Beauty concealer just because I want to add a little bit more to my nose, but I don't want it all to be so full coverage. Then again, just going into the Real Technique sculpting brush. Okay, I already feel so much better. Now I'm gonna go into the Too Faced Born This Way powder, and I have the shade Cloud. I'm just gonna take a very tiny little bit on an Alamar brightening brush just to set the concealer and add a little bit of extra coverage on my nose. For bronzer, I'm going to go into the Take Home the Bronze bronzer from The Balm in the shade Oliver. I don't think this is actually available anymore. I had trouble linking it last time I used it in a video, but I'm just using a Shop Miss A13, and I'm going to throw that on my cheekbones just for a little bit of color. Okay, I guess I'll do blush really quickly before we start on the eyes. I grabbed the CoverGirl Peach Punch Blush, which just looks like this. It's kind of weird because like it has two different colors in it, but it's still a really pretty blush nonetheless. And I'm just gonna use the same exact brush just to throw a little bit of that on, kind of in a wispy motion. Okay, I definitely need to do something with my brows real quick. Just gonna brush through them. And then I'm using the Anastasia brow powder in the shade Taupe, starting off on the tail, and then whatever's left over I'll bring inwards. And then to prime my eyes, I'm gonna go into the Anastasia eye primer. Just do little dots. I honestly don't understand how this eye primer is still going. I have used it so much. It's not even the full size. It's probably like the best value for an eyeshadow primer I've ever had, because I've definitely used ones less than this and finished them. And I think it was like $10. Just so good. It's my favorite eye primer, I'm pretty sure. I've decided. Okay, so for eyeshadow today, I was just really feeling the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I just wanted to use this, and I'm thinking probably a pretty just like neutral bronze look. Hopefully that doesn't sound too boring. I think I'm gonna start off with this brown right here, and I'm just gonna throw that through my entire crease with a 201, I believe. Yes, from BK Beauty. And then just start blending that upwards. I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit more. And just kind of going in circular motions. I'd be curious to hear if you guys think that Natasha Denona is going to come out with a new version of the gold palette. I feel like it seems silly to discontinue it because I'm pretty sure it's one of her most popular palettes. I feel like it was rarely ever on sale. People always had pretty good things to say about it. It's very, very hyped up. So I feel like part of me is just waiting for like the gold palette part 2 to come out, or for her to do a miniature like the $65 version. I'm going to go into an E38 from Sigma, just a slightly smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go into the darkest matte brown and just kind of really build that up on the outer V. Then after I've got most of the product off, I'm kind of bringing it into the crease as well. Just making everything nice and soft. I think I'm going to flip this brush around and use the other side, which I believe is an E54. It is. And I'm just going to go into that deeper brown and connect to the lower lash line. And then I'm using the first brown that we used and doing the inner half of the lower lash line. I have a brush here actually that I haven't used yet that I've been dying to try out. Where did I put it? Okay, so this is the Sonia G Builder 3 brush that I got in my Beautylish Lucky Bag, and I guess it's supposed to be a really good packing brush. So I'm just super curious to try it out. I think I'm gonna start off with this like sparkly white shade first. Oh, it's actually picking it up pretty well. Okay. And I'm just gonna tap off the excess and put that on the inner corner. I feel like I did a decent job, but I feel like what it does on the lid is gonna be more important. So I think, I don't know, I'm kind of wanting to go into this shade right here, this like satin cool tone brown. Okay, I picked a little bit up. Just gonna go ahead and put that all over the lid. Oh yeah, I mean, that did a great job. Really happy with that. That was so easy. Okay, I think I'm also gonna take just a tiny bit of this like sparkly shade right here on that same brush and just pop that over top the inner half of the lid, just for a little bit of extra dimension. I'm gonna go into the We Makeup Only Eye Pencil in the shade Amber Brown. I feel like it definitely matches the vibes. Just fill in my waterline. And then for mascara, I'm gonna go into the Wander Beauty Mile High Club Volume and Length Mascara. I got this in a Tribe beauty box, and I've never heard anyone talk about it, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I actually think it looks really pretty on the lashes. Kind of impressed me compared to a lot of things that I've tried recently. We're almost done. So for highlight, I'm gonna go into the Natasha Denona Super Glow highlight in the shade Fair. Just looks like this, and I think I might even actually use the brightening brush from Alamar. This is really great for highlighter when you're using it pretty softly. Just gonna go ahead and throw a little bit of that on the tops of my cheekbones. Kind of blend it in, throw some on my nose. And then lastly for lips, I'm gonna go into the Kaja Milk Tea Lip Gloss. Alright, so this is the finished look. I feel like it was the most easy, quick little bronze smoky eye. I feel super cute, so I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the Natasha Denona Gold palette. Do you think it's gonna come back? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!